Hello folks, I'm out and about for the first time in about almost 3 weeks. I think the last time I was out was maybe the 5th or 6th of September and today is the 22nd. So a good while for me. I'm normally out all the time, but circumstances mean not being able to get out. So it's great to get out on the little Enfield. The reason for taking the Classic 350 today is really to use up a bit more of the fuel, because I'm going to do the valve clearances, do the tappet settings. Once I empty a bit more of the fuel out of the tank, get the flashy light on, reduce the weight and all that kind of stuff. No destination in particular, just out for a little ride. It's a Friday afternoon, so the traffic's nuts all over the roads. So today, just probably a couple of things. It's just going to be a shorty. There was a few things I thought I'd like to say. There's a few boys out on motorbikes, learners. I think this is another learner. There we go. I think the other boy was a tester. I think that last guy was a tester, but hey ho. I had planned to go on another short trip, another 4-5 day trip, but the weather has been so rotten, it's just not going to happen. I'm going to wait and see when we get a bit more settled weather, but it's been like this all blinking year. One of the things that I struggled with on the Shetland trip was this second camera. So I've made some subtle changes to it. I've done away with the sprung clip, because on the Royal Enfield it's really difficult to get that to sit anywhere, and I sat it on the brake reservoir, but what it did was it put too much of an angle on this flexible bit, and I kind of like that flexible bit. So I ordered a little adapter. I've put it in one of these clamp type things, lock it down, put it there, and so far it's working very, very well. It's not had to move it once I got it into position. So we'll see what that looks like when it comes out. So always good when you get a bit of success. I've been having a bit of problem with my car. There was the car was new in 22, about August time last year, so it's just over a year old, and been a bit of a blinking nightmare with that. But the thing I really want to talk about is that when I bought the car, it's a Genesis, it's a new brand to the UK. They're the luxury brand of Hyundai. And it comes with a 5-year warranty, and it comes with a 5-year service plan. They come and pick the car up, they take it away, and they do their service on it, and they bring it back. Now the Genesis is not due for its first service in it till it's 2 years old. Yep, you heard me right, 2 blinking years old. And in the motorbike community, we've got, you run the bike for 600 miles, son, bring it back in, pay us a few of the king's pounds, and depending on the bike you got, that could be quite a substantial amount. And then in the case of this thing, every 6 months or 3,000 miles. So at one end of the scale you've got the trusty Royal Enfield, and at the other end of the scale you've got the car like the motor I've got, the Genesis. I'll pop a picture up on the screen. And So one of the things that the mechanic came to my house, a mobile mechanic from Genesis came to my house, and I was chatting to him about a couple of things, because I wasn't happy about a couple of things. Anyway, that's not the point. I said to him, what's this about 2-year service intervals? How does that happen? You know, normally it's like run 600 miles, get your oil changed, put the new stuff in. And I found it very interesting what you had to say. So he said that they're using long life synthetic oils. Now I didn't know about that. Why would I? And I think, why does not everybody do that? Is there certain circumstances? I can understand it with a single cylinder bike. You know, the oil has a hard life in one of these things. But in cars, and what he said to me was that people like he worked for BMW before, and he said that they're moving to that. Now, I don't know. I don't have a BMW car. Don't have that. But what do you think? What is this stuff? And it just feels like to me that these service intervals are designed to bring income into dealers and generate cash for them. And sometimes it's excessive cash, in my opinion. So normally it involves nothing more than an oil change than a check. I was in before years ago. I was in the Jaguar garage and my car was getting serviced, and I come back out, and when I got it out I noticed that it was an X-Type, so that shows how long ago this was. And I came out and I was washing the car a little while later. It's blinking rain. And I noticed that the alloys were starting to flake, and it was all 4 alloys. I took it along back to the garage, and I said, "So this car's just been in for a service." And it does all the checks and all the rest of it. Why didn't you tell me that the wheels were flaking? I said, because you're quick enough to tell me when there's chargeable items. And I shouldn't have really been stunned by it, but what he said to me was, we're not allowed to tell you anything about anything like that unless it's dangerous that could be claimed under warranty. I think that tells you everything you need to know, eh? A bunch of blinking bandits. We're running a bit of rain now. And I found that shocking. So it just tells you about the value of servicing. Is that anything they think they can get out of you that you have to pay for, they'll tell you. Now, I fell out with the garage many times. 'Cause every time I went in, they were trying to wring money out of you. One of the things with ride motorbikes, I suppose, is it used to be affordable, it used to be cheap. And now it's becoming big business. People are wringing money out of you, and it just annoys me. What do you think? I'd be interested to hear other people's views on this, because I've got an NT 1100, as you know, a Honda NT 1100, and even, well, my dealers went bust now, but that bike was never going to go back into another dealer. I would have done all the servicing myself, simply because all they do is do oil and filter change, and I can check all the bits and pieces on it. Now, it's not so bad on a bike like that, the Honda, to do servicing. I think it might be near impossible in some of the more complex bikes, say a BMW. But I'm just sick fed up of shelling out money for very little in return. And then sometimes when you do get the bike back, or your vehicle back's in worse state than it came away. As an example, my car recently had come back with scratches on it, and I'm still trying to get it fixed. It's a blinking nightmare. Anyway, what do you think? Is it just me being mean, or is there something in it? Yeah, something very wrong when you can go 2 years without a service in a car. Manufacturer's recommendations, that is. And 6 months for such as this motorbike. Like I say, there's extenuating circumstances for the single cylinder jobs, but these big cars, 2.2 turbo diesel engine. Yeah. Alright. Many thanks to all you who have subscribed. I hope you're watching and enjoying some of the stuff that I'm putting out. Weather's been absolutely gosh, and we'll catch you the next time. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all the comments. Bye for now.